everybody, welcome back to my channel. For any of you who don't recognize me, hi, my name's Elena Joy. I make videos on this channel mostly about sex, dating, and relationships. We have conversations with experts across the mental health field, but sometimes we watch reality TV and we do commentary on it. Is it always gay? Yes, except not today, apparently. You guys started tagging me in these clips that were surfacing from this old show, a TLC show called My Husband's Not Gay. This show appears to have resurfaced on YouTube lately. I have not seen this. The entirety of my understanding is that this is a show of Mormons whose husbands are sexually attracted to men, but are definitely, absolutely, for sure not gay. What do they call it? Oh, SSA, same-sex attraction. Not gay, SSA. Keep in mind, my lens of coming at this content is, one, I'm a therapist in training, currently in school doing a master's degree in counseling psychology, interested in sex, dating, and relationships. I am a queer woman. I only recognized my own SSA to its full extent a bit later in life, and I had a long history of denying who I really was. I'm not saying that that's the case for these guys, okay? It's not necessarily. We're gonna watch, we're gonna find out. That's just the perspective that I am bringing so that we're all aware. Okay, let's jump in.
5 minutes later.
It's not letting me screen record this. Oh my God. I bet you they have some sort of something that says you can't screen record while you're watching because they don't want people to do exactly this, exactly what I'm doing.
2 hours later.
Like truly, 2 hours later. I don't have time for this. Okay, we're back. We figured it out. Let's get back to the show.
I don't think people understand this.
You're attracted to men, but you're going on a date with a girl.
I want to marry a woman, but I don't know how to work out these feelings. I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm attracted to men.
Oh, oh no. Oh, my husband's not gay. There it is. Okay, this is gonna make me sad. I have a feeling, which is not what we're here for today. Today is supposed to be take a load off, Elena, and enjoy some bad reality TV. Oh, it's gonna be sad.
My name's Jeff.
And I'm Tanya.
We've been married about 9 years. We've got one delightful son.
Aww.
And I guess one of the most unique things about our relationship is I experience SSA, or same-sex attraction.
Not gay. SSA.
One of the unique, quirky, fun little things that I experience is same-sex attraction. I mean, this is the first sentence that we're seeing from these two, but it feels like a positive, fun, little quirky thing for them, maybe?
Who will I notice first? A beautiful man walking down the street or a beautiful woman walking down the street? I'll notice the beautiful man 9 times out of 10.
So it's somebody that is attracted to the same sex, but wants to be in a heterosexual relationship.
Looking down, there's so much happening. There is so much happening, and I actually don't have time to break all of this down. The B-roll clip of them walking down the street and a guy without a shirt runs by, and he's like, "Hey, sweet thing," and his wife's like, "Jim, stop." It feels like light and fun and flirty so far, which is throwing me off and not what I was expecting. And then they're saying that he experiences same-sex attraction but wants to be in a relationship with a woman. Okay, that's fine. So far, we need more information. But before we get to the rest of this absolutely out of control TV show, I need to take a second to thank the sponsor of this week's content, Surfshark. You all know I love working with Surfshark. I've been working with them for literally years. This service has changed my life. Let me change yours too. For any of you who aren't familiar, Surfshark is a VPN, a virtual private network, which encrypts all of your data, keeps your online identity secure, changes your IP address, and so is able to trick the internet into thinking that you are anywhere you want to be around the globe, which is all extremely helpful for varying reasons for those of us who live in the age of the internet. We have everything online. Our whole lives are online. And masking your IP address is essential to remaining private online. A VPN makes sure that your city, your country, your download history are not linked to your identity. And in being able to change your virtual location, you are able to unlock streaming services, and entire content libraries that might not otherwise be available to you in your actual location. This can also unlock location-specific sales and coupons, which, speaking of coupons, if you use the code ELENA and go to surfshark.com/ELENA, you can get an extra 4 months of Surfshark VPN. Not only do you get an extra 4 months when you sign up, but Surfshark has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can try it, you can see with your own eyes how all of this that I'm describing works at no risk. So again, use code ELENA at surfshark.com/ELENA and get an extra 4 months of Surfshark VPN on me.
My name is Brett.
My name is Megan.
I got you!
Brett and I have been married for 8 years.
Growing up, I thought for a long time that I was gay.
Okay.
I thought that these feelings defined me.
Well, okay.
I didn't ever expect to get married. I wanted to, but I didn't think I was gonna be able to get married and have children and live the life that I'm now living. I feel like I'm the winner of life's lottery. Like, have you seen her?
We haven't specifically sat down with her and said, hey, Lily, your dad thinks men is cute. But it's not something we plan on hiding from her.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit confused. They're not presenting this like, oh, this is a place of conflict in our marriage, in our relationship, or even like this is a place of conflict within me. So far, it's very much like the men are like, this is something I know about myself, and the women are like, this is something I know about my husband. We've worked through it, and we're living a life that we're happy with. My hesitation is I wonder how much external pressures, like religion, societal pressures, familial pressures, whatever it is, how much influence that has had on the relationship choices that these men have made. What's underlying? Like, what's deeper down? You know, is there a deep down desire to actually be with a man and not with a woman that's just being suppressed? Or is this something as out in the open and explored and realized as they're making it out to be? Not sure yet.
My name is Tara.
And my name is Curtis.
We've been married for 20 years. And about 4 years ago, Curtis came to me one morning and told me that he had same-sex attraction. He explained to me at that time the difference between having these feelings and not wanting to act on them.
But having the feelings and not wanting to act on them doesn't make you not gay. It makes you gay, but just not wanting to act on them.
If someone can experience sexual attraction towards both women and men, in mainstream America, they're considered bisexual.
But you don't identify with that word.
I don't necessarily, and if you look at most of the studies that have been done about sexuality, they'll show you that sexuality is fluid, it changes. But ultimately, when it comes to our faith and our belief, what matters is how we act.
Why do I feel like I'm not reacting to this how I'm supposed to be? I feel like I'm supposed to be, or I'm expected to be like, oh my God, I can't believe that he's in a relationship with a woman and he also likes men, but he's like not with a man, he's with a woman. Everybody involved here is expressing satisfaction in their choices. It seems everybody involved is consenting. I think what I'm bumping up against internally, something about this is like biphobic. It's feeling. And again, this is so early. I'm 2 seconds into the show. It's coming back to the whole narrative around like if you're bi and you're a man, you're actually just gay, which is like not how it works and actually quite a harmful narrative. You can be a man and in a relationship with a woman and still be bi.
Our spiritual beliefs are very important to us, which is why we frequently find time to pray with our friends. Come on in. It's Jeff and Tanya.
Good to see ya.
Hey, they're
How's it
friends.
going?
They know each
In Salt
other.
Lake.
There's an SSA community. Oh, they have their own little chosen family.
The average LDS church member is like my friend Rob, who's straight.
Yeah.
But we don't discriminate against straight people in our prayer group.
If it was accepted to be a homosexual in the church, would I be gay?
Oh.
Or would I live that lifestyle?
Ooh.
Maybe 8 or 9 years ago, 10 years ago, the answer would be yes.
Okay.
Today, no.
Okay, so that's the other side of what's kind of at me a little bit is the question of would this person be living differently if their beliefs were different, right? If their religion didn't tell them that that part of themselves was wrong, would they be making different and possibly better feeling choices. I think that's also what's making this feel a lot more gray than black and white. There's an undertone of like conversion therapy in there. Again, is this somebody who's making choices of his own volition, or is this somebody who believes that he's somehow been converted away from the sin of homosexuality through our Lord and Savior, Daddy YouTube? I guess we should just keep watching to find out.
There's a lot of SSA in Argentina. Did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah, that's a big problem down there, too.
What do you mean by SSA being a problem?
Well, the whole act is against the teachings of the gospel.
I love that it's the straight guy coming in and being like, this is wrong and bad, the problem. And the SSA dudes are like, we feel fine. So it's fine, back off.
I see you guys showing up with your beautiful wives and you just look like regular people to me. I do not understand SSA, but I see people as people.
Why the heck did this guy get invited into the chosen family meeting?
Being friends with other guys that deal with same-sex attraction, it's really been helpful. I want to meet a girl and like her and say, by the way, I'm attracted to guys. And that's what my friends have done, and they've made it work.
So we can set you up?
If he's tall, just kidding. Yeah.
You're sure you want us to set you up with a woman?
Look,
Well, I'm interested in men. I'm just not interested in men.
I feel like I'm supposed to hate this. Like, I really am struggling, and maybe in the comments you can let me know if I am totally off base, but like, they've found community. It doesn't come across like there's all this shame and silencing of their SSA. They're like joking about it together, and the wife is asking the friend, do you want us to set you up with a woman? Checking in instead of assuming. And like, this doesn't feel bad to me so far.
I found it's more freeing to just acknowledge, yeah, that is a beautiful man.
Yeah.
I'd say you need a little more of the masculine butch. You need more of the all-American guy.
That's your type.
Well, yeah, sure.
I'm a bit worried about feeling like a broken record or sounding like a broken record here, but it's like, it's like any relationship where you're able to openly talk about finding other people outside of your relationship attractive. That is a normal, healthy experience. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
As a full-time
That
nurse,
is an
I'm always
adorable
busy
child.
with work, but I absolutely love being a dad.
But like, you know you can be gay and a dad, right? We know this, right? But I just have to say it. Being in a non-hetero relationship does not exclude you from being a parent in any way, shape, or form. We have to say it.
Today, we're taking Tom out shopping before his big date.
You excited to get some
Okay,
new clothes?
Tom.
No, I would describe my style as basketball shorts.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Some of the shirts the guys were picking out were not the best-looking articles of clothing. It's awful pink.
It's a lot of pink, but it might be worth trying
No,
on.
I'm saying it's awful pink.
Okay, Tom's funny.
Let's just say that I have a huge crush on Tom Brady.
Okay.
Is he your type?
Yeah, I think he's a great-looking guy, but then I like the swimmer's build.
What's the swimmer's build?
Toned, long-limbed. So there was this guy in the store that Brett and I knew from years ago in the SSA community.
What are you guys up to?
We set Tom up on a date for tonight.
What's Jay up to now? Jay used to be SSA.
So we don't really call it gay. We call it SSA, same-sex attracted, right? I experienced the feelings, but I've chosen to find a wife, get married, have kids.
Why?
But
I just always wanted that, I think. Some of that
women.
comes from religion for me, faith.
So did either of you try being with a man and experimenting with that, or?
I mean, I did.
That is a beautiful man, I have to say it.
Bit before
That is a beautiful man.
I
with the
got
toque.
married, and yet, for me anyway, it felt like there was something missing. So being with a woman fit more than being with a guy did, even though they were all good relationships. I can certainly understand why some gay people would feel the term SSA or same-sex attraction is offensive. They say I was born this way and I don't have any choice in the matter. I was certainly born with some homosexual attractions. But what we say is there's still a choice in our behaviors.
Okay, they're kind of conflating two things in terms of talking about whether or not SSA as a term is offensive. There's a difference between saying, I have attraction to both men and women, and because of my faith, because of my beliefs, I'm choosing to only pursue the attraction that I have toward women. And saying, because of my belief, that being gay or being queer is wrong, you are wrong and bad for having those feelings, or for living that quote unquote lifestyle, or for making different choices than I'm making. I'm trying to work out Tom here too. Like, Tom's not saying I'm also attracted to women, or I also feel a pull toward women. Tom is saying I have attraction to men, but I'm choosing not to act on it because of my faith. It does make me sad to imagine that somebody is not living as the most authentic, most true, most aligned version of themselves because of outside influence. And I wish that we lived in a world where all of this was a non-issue, a non-discussion. And also, I'm not gonna sit here, and I can't sit here and say that I know better than him how he should live, or like I know what's right and wrong for his life any more than he can say that he knows what's right or wrong for my life, or what's right or wrong in terms of other queer people.
I was active LDS, and I referred to myself as SSA. I was committed to, that path of either celibacy or possibly marrying a woman. People say be true to yourself, and to me, am I supposed to be true to this, or am I supposed to be true to that? Because neither one of them feels exactly optional to me. Over time, I decided that gay wasn't a big bad monster that other people seemed to think it was, and the word gay wasn't going to define me. I was going to define the word gay.
If I'm gonna have any attraction to this girl, can you tell me anything about this girl? Like, I don't know, her name for starters?
Her name's Emily.
Of course it is. If you know, you know.
You don't want us to out you?
I would prefer that you clowns just kind of clam up about it.
I can't guarantee that we won't joke tonight.
Let's
around
guarantee.
her.
Let's try to get a guarantee.
Hi. How are you?
When Emily walked in the
Emily.
door, my first impression was, this is a cute girl. I thought she was attractive. And that's such a relief for me.
This is everybody.
Nice to meet
Emily,
you.
and this is Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Emily, nice to
Great
meet
to
you.
meet you.
Tom, these are for you.
They're so beautiful.
They're flowers.
They are flowers. Thank you.
Flowers!
Things are going well, so if we could just put off any SSA conversation for as long as humanly possible, that would be great.
So how do you guys all know each other?
Chosen family. Chosen family.
How do you say we all know each other through our mutual admiration of men without really saying that?
Chosen family. Chosen family.
Did you grow up with dogs?
Kind of, yeah.
What kind?
A wiener dog.
That's a very appropriate one.
That's the kind of dog you should get, Tom.
These guys are...
I'm assuming that these are inside jokes and things like that.
Oh, poor
I do like
Emily.
music. I'll walk you
It's
out.
great to see you again.
I like this girl, and I want to see her again. And so I feel like I want to be honest with her, and I'm nervous about how she might respond.
Yeah, me too. Okay,
And
come
I
on,
don't
Emily.
want to blindside you because I think
Come on,
you're,
let's be
like,
an open and
super sweet,
accepting
nice
Mormon.
girl.
Like, say you're attracted to men, but you're also attracted to women. You're also attracted to her, right? Is he? This is unclear.
I'm attracted to men. I'm attracted to women too.
Right.
I wouldn't be on a blind date with you if I
Okay.
wasn't.
Okay.
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, it's kind of a bombshell, I realize, but some of my friends were kind of alluding to it and joking about it.
Oh, okay. When Tom did open up to me about the SSA, I immediately thought, wow, this is something really brave of him to do. What is it that makes you want to continue on in the way you've chosen?
It's just what I've always wanted the most. You know what I mean?
What is it that you want the most?
To be married, have a wife, have kids, have a family. Just to live the way I think God wants me to live.
I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough with me to start things out like that.
Yeah,
So-
like you just seem like a great girl, and I know it would be something that'd be hard to find out later on.
Where are they now? I need to know where they are now.
Just been outside making out for the last 20 minutes.
How'd it go?
I talked to her about the SSA, and she was awesome.
Serious?
She said she'd be up for going out again. I don't know if she did.
Hey, Mazel tov.
I don't think the SSA will ever go away totally. I think I'll always have some level of attraction to men.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
probably. Great. Okay, this was not at all what I was expecting. How am I supposed to feel about that? Where are they now? Where are they now? The couples from My Husband's Not Gay are miraculously all still together. Is it so miraculous though? Like, it sounds like these are just bi men who have chosen to marry women. Okay, so this is where, groups like GLAAD have called the show irresponsible and dangerous for portraying sexuality as a choice that can be changed with conversion therapy programs. That's where I feel like this was on the edge of. It was on the verge of conversion therapy, but unless they're all lying about their attraction to women, which maybe, sure, maybe, from what I saw on that show, calling that irresponsible feels like bi erasure. I guess I'm talking a lot about bi erasure in terms of like saying that their relationships with women are unacceptable because they're also attracted to men, so they should be with men. But then on the other side, it's also bi erasure that they are erasing their own bisexuality, you know, because of the church. So obviously not great. Like, obviously we want everybody to feel comfortable in their own skin and like proud of who they are, and that they don't need to suppress anything in the name of religion or in the name of anything, really. What do you guys think? Those are my thoughts upon first viewing. I would love to know what you think in the comments. What did I miss? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? I would love to continue this conversation in the comments. Thank you to my VIP patrons, my vitally important producers. You all make this content possible. There is a ton of bonus content over there, whether you like this type of content, the commentary stuff that I do, or sleeping around. There is just tons of extra stuff over on Patreon if you haven't checked that out. And one more thank you to today's sponsor, Surfshark. Remember, you can use code Elena at surfshark.com/Elena to get an extra 4 months of Surfshark VPN for free when you sign up. And that's it for me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, oh, I forgot about those. Do we move them? Do we care? Do we explain it? No. No to all of the above.